Hi everyone, it's Jesenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun video. I'm going to be doing a collab with some of my favorite planner people. We've got Viv from Viv Loves To Plan, Holly from Holly Plans, and Kiki from Paper Princess, and we're all going to be doing a holiday tab. We've come up with quite a few questions that we are going to answer that are all holiday related, and it's going to be super fun. So I have here a kit from my newest addiction that I'm going to be using. I'm going to go through it because I just got this in the mail on Friday, I think it was, or Saturday. No, today's Saturday. I got it yesterday. So I just wanted to go through it. It is on beautiful premium matte paper. I love her premium matte that she started doing. It's so nice. And so here are all the full boxes, and we've got a couple of half boxes, the full check boxes along with checklists. This is a new add to our kits, which I love that she started doing that, although I am going to be using foil today because the girls and I decided that we're going to try and use a lot of foil in our spread, so I'm going to do my best to incorporate as much of that as I can. Then here we have a functional sheet. I love this laundry sticker. I'm really sad because I'm traveling this week and I won't be doing laundries, but I'm going to save this sticker for another week because it's super cute. And then we've got our headers and some more functional stickers at the bottom washi and some little things and little meal icons there. So I will likely be just answering questions throughout the whole video, which means I will probably just try to explain where each sticker is from just so that you guys aren't lost, but I won't talk too much about my plans in the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in with the full boxes from the kit. And I'm going to be putting these all through the center row of the week. And in case you are wondering, we are planning December 4th through December 10th. So let's go ahead and get into these questions. I always get a little bit nervous when I answer questions and plan because it's a little bit difficult to concentrate on multiple things at once. You'd be surprised. It doesn't sound like it, but when you start doing it, you get a little lost. So our first question here is, what is Christmas weather like where you live? Honestly, it is not very Christmassy. I live in Southern California, in like the greater Los Angeles area, I guess you could say. And it is not that cold. Honestly, a lot of our days have been, I still feel like that's crooked after all the time I took to do that. It's quite warm. Even in the middle of the days, it just gets a little bit warm. Some days have been a little bit crisp, but it's been kind of up and down with it being still feeling a little bit summery. It feels kind of like end of summer-ish. And some days we get lucky and we get a little bit of crisp weather, which I love those days. In the evenings, it does get a little bit colder. I know, like when I'm at my house, I feel very cold in the evening, and I've got my big winter duvet on my bed, which I love, and it keeps me super warm. I pull out a heated blanket sometimes too, but that's also because I just run very cold. I'm that person that's always cold. So that's what weather is like. I'm actually going to be spending Christmas this year in the Midwest, so it is going to be a change. I've never had a white Christmas, honestly. I obviously have been in snow, or not obviously, but if you familiar with my channel, then you know I've definitely been in snowy areas, but let's see here. But not for Christmas. I've always been home for Christmas, so I've never had a white Christmas. I love going to New York for Christmas, and that's partly because generally, or near Christmas time, not on Christmas, but near Christmas time, because it's generally snowy and white, and the Christmas window displays are awesome there. All right, top 5 favorite Christmas holiday songs. Ooh, this one's the hard one that I've been dreading answering forever. Honestly, just had to pause the video and figure this out and eliminate a lot of songs because I am a Christmas song fanatic. So I will say this is honestly excluding so many. I ended up picking, these are not necessarily in order, but these are the 5 that I chose. So first one is All I Want for Christmas Is You, and that's the Mariah Carey song. That I love that song. It's so, so good. I'm trying to figure out how I want to disperse these. And I'm kind of wondering if I should have put that, oh, maybe I should put that on the weekend. That'll be cute. And then I can put these 2. I'm gonna end up with all the full boxes on my hands. Sometimes this happens. So there's that one. I love that song. It's just a super fun song. I think trying to evenly distribute, and it's not. Maybe I should do these 2 here and then put these on the ends. Okay. I love that song by Mariah Carey. It is just one of the ultimate Christmas songs in my opinion. I just love it so much. And I also love, I think the other songs that I chose are a little bit less upbeat, I guess you could say. I love The Little Drummer Boy. I have since I was a kid. It's just always been, I'm gonna be away this weekend, so I'm debating if I should put the Christmas tree. No, I'm gonna put it on the weekend. Right, I think the first time I ever heard The Little Drummer Boy, I was in a Christmas, like, I don't even know how to describe that, but it was me and a bunch of kids in my class, and we sung a few Christmas songs for a, like, Christmas ceremony thing. I don't know what do you call those things? But I loved it ever since. I just think it's such a great Christmas song, so I love that one. And I also love Christmas for Two. I feel like I'm cheating and I have 6 songs. I just realized this was unintentional, but now that I'm going on with this, I'm just going to continue. And while I do that, I'm going to put down these checklists. These are red foil checklists from Paper Brush Bar. Like I said, I'm going to try and incorporate foils. So I'm going to be doing some red foil as well as some classic gold foil. So I'm going to put my to-dos at the bottom. Christmas for Two, I really, really like that song as well. And I also like Winter Song. That's by Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michaelson. I love that song. Let's see. Last Christmas, I love this song. Personally, I love this song by Wham. I think it's great, but also I love it because it's my mom's favorite Christmas song. So every time I hear it, it reminds me of her and it just makes me happy. So Last Christmas, and then what else am I missing? Oh, Carol of the Bells, which I feel like is not a very popular song for most people. And I've heard a lot of people say to me that it's kind of creepy. It honestly reminds me of Home Alone, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies since I was a kid. So I love Carol of the Bells. I think it plays, I want to say in the second film, when there's a scene where he's running, I think, or something's happening very quickly and Carol of the Bells is playing in the background. So I love Carol of the Bells, but I know that's definitely unpopular. And I think that's it. And the next question after this, which is another one that's just as difficult for me, is like top 5 favorite Christmas holiday movies, which is another thing that I just love. I think I talked about this in my last plan with me, that I will watch any movie that has a Christmas tree in it because I just love holiday films. So this is another category that I feel like I could go on forever about, and I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel guilty that I've excluded things, and I feel like I'll probably remember stuff later and wish that I had included it, but then again, I can't include them all, so I'm gonna do my best. On that front, I think one of my favorite Christmas movies, honestly, is Home Alone. I adore that. I can watch it over and over and over again, and I've loved it since I was a kid, and I still love it today. I don't know. I love it. I love part 1. I love part 2 equally. I think they're both great, and it always just makes me feel like the holidays. I love seeing New York in the holidays. I think that's where my fascination and my love for New York during the holidays came from. going to see the Rockefeller tree just made me feel so happy the first time I saw it, just because it reminded me of the last scene of the second movie. So that film I love. And the other one that I like that I feel is a little bit controversial, some people love it and some people hate it, but I love the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I think it's part one and part two I like. Actually, not part two is okay. I'll watch part two. It's not my favorite by any means. It gets a little bit strange, but I love part one a lot. So there's that one. And I also really love, as far as the TV movies, I love this film called Comfort and Joy. It was, I think, a Lifetime movie. I'm gonna go ahead and put down some date covers, I think. And these are the ones that come in with the kit. I love Comfort and Joy. It is a a Lifetime movie that came out a few years ago. And I think it's another one that's probably not very popular at all, and most people probably won't care for it. I don't know why I really like it, but it's about this woman who, she is a high power executive or something of that nature, and she gets into a car accident. And this man goes and pulls her out of the car, and he's telling her that she's his wife and she's got 2 kids, and she's thoroughly confused because her whole life is flipped around and she's not very warm. She's not a very warm person, but he sort of teaches her, you know, all the beauty of having a family and being giving during Christmas. So there's that movie that I really, really like. And then I adore the Family Stone. I don't know if that's necessarily considered a Christmas movie, but I do, because it kind of takes place around Christmas. So I love that movie, and it just makes me cry every time, in a good and bad way, I guess you could say. And then The Holiday is the last one that I picked. And that's another one that I can watch so many times. I watch it sometimes in the middle of the year too. I just really, really like it. And I think that those last two as well are just, I think, good movies. Even if you aren't into the holidays, I think they're nice movies to watch. So that's what I came up with. That was the best I could do. I hope I didn't leave anything out that I'm gonna regret later. I'm going in next with the headers at the top here. And the next question is, what is your favorite holiday treat? I'm not exactly sure if this is a holiday specific treat, but it reminds me of the holidays because I personally usually get them during the holidays, and they're from See's Candy. They're called Scotchmallows, and I think they have, it's like butterscotchy caramel tasting-ish little filling in there with a marshmallow, and it's dipped in chocolate. It kind of it reminds me of Rocky Road candy, sort of. I don't know. They're very, very good, and I love those. And usually I get them around the holiday time. I don't know if it's just because See's Candy is more of something I go to, of a place I go to during the holidays. I also love their butterscotch lollipops, like, so much. It's unhealthy how much I love those, so I never go into See's Candy because otherwise I'd probably be eating multiples of those every day. So there's that little fun fact. All right, what do you eat for Christmas lunch and dinner? Honestly, I feel like it varies every year, but I guess I could say that I eat, I mean, we sort of do a Thanksgiving-ish spread. We do a turkey dinner sometimes, or some years, honestly, we just like make sandwiches. Our family is not very, I don't know, specific, I guess you could say, with that tradition. So it varies a lot, and honestly, I don't even know what any of us eat for lunch. I think we all do a dinner together, and we just sort of grab breakfast, lunch, as we would any other day. So it's really just dinner that we kind of plan out for Christmas, and the rest of the meals are just sort of whatever. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mark videos for this week. By the way, I did mention that I am gonna be traveling this weekend, so next week will be very sparse for videos, and then we'll pick right back up the following week. So just FYI, I'm gonna pull in these labels from the kit, and I'm gonna put them down on the days that I'm gonna be doing videos. So let's see what the next question is. Did I already say that, or, oh, let's see. Does your family do Christmas stockings? That's a yes and a no. So we do have stockings, we never fill them. Honestly, when I was a kid, we never even had stockings in our house. We didn't start doing them until from what I recall, I was much older when we started having stockings, and we just started doing them honestly for decoration. We never ever filled them. The only time I ever filled a stocking is when I was in college, and my roommate was my cousin, and we used to fill each other's stockings, which was fun. That was the first and only time I've ever filled a stocking in my life. So not very exciting there. Okay, so on Monday I have a meeting that I want to mark, and I'm going to combine these from Sessa Vee along with some of these from the kit. Our next question is, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus? And honestly, never believed in Santa Claus. It is not something that my parents did, I guess. A lot of people think this is weird, but both of my parents were not born in the US, and they migrated here when they were, I think my mom was a teenager, my dad was much older. I think he was in his 30s when he came to the States. And so my dad had never celebrated Christmas before. He does not, even till this day, he doesn't really care about Christmas. He only celebrated Christmas because I loved it, and, you know, obviously my brother loved it. And my mom loves Christmas, but she never celebrated as a kid. Sorry, not that she didn't celebrate, but she didn't do Santa Claus when she was a kid. She had no idea kind of the whole thing behind that, and so she never did that for us either, which, I mean, honestly, I'm totally fine with. I don't really care. I feel like I just never knew the difference. I don't really remember that much from when I was a kid, honestly, in this department, but I do remember not telling other kids, so I feel like I was aware of Santa Claus, but enough to know not to spoil it for other kids, but I personally just never believed. So that is that. I'm not sure that I love this combo, so I feel like I might switch this up and do something different here. But yeah, it's funny. My mom loves Christmas so much as well. And yeah, I don't know honestly if Santa Claus was not a thing where she was from, because she celebrated Christmas all her life, to my knowledge anyways. But she didn't know about Santa Claus. All right, what does Christmas Day look like in your house? I think I'm gonna use one of these little flags. Christmas Day is very mellow for me, and honestly, I'm gonna explain Christmas Eve, because we celebrate everything on Christmas Eve. We even open gifts on Christmas Eve. I don't know why, we always have. We wake up on Christmas Eve and come down and we open gifts with just my immediate family. And we just sort of, I don't know, it's honestly a normal day. We open gifts in the morning, we kind of put on the TV, watch some movies, and we'll do dinner or something together. It's very mellow, it's not crazy or anything like that. In the past, when we were kids, we used to have a lot more going on, because we would, like, our whole family would get together. It was like this big thing in the evening, and we would do gift exchanges because there were so many kids. It was impossible for everyone to get gifts for everyone, so we had a significant limit on it, on the dollar amount, so that every kid felt like they had a lot of stuff, because there were just so many of us. My dad's family is huge, so that was a lot of fun. But now, as we've gotten older, we don't really do a whole lot. We just kind of keep it mellow and to ourselves, and I really like that too. It's just very warm. All right, I also need to make sure I place a phone call. I love the boxes that have the patterns in them, so I'm looking. I feel like there was another one. Here we go. It was this one. There's some with the wood pattern in the background too. I'm gonna put this here. So what is your favorite holiday tradition? I think that that would probably be picking out and decorating my Christmas tree. I have loved that so much since I was so young. This little sticker is from Paper Blush Bar. It has always been one of my favorite things to do since I can remember. Just going to pick out the tree out of all of them, you know, pick your favorite one, put it on the car, bring it home, and then just decorating the whole thing in the evening with your family. I just think it's so cute, and just, I don't know, I love decorating too, and that whole thing is just really nice. And it's also something that you do prior to Christmas Day that you do with your whole family, because a lot of other things you kind of do, I mean, I guess you don't do a lot of things on your own, but you kind of do. Like all of the Christmas movies I watch, I'm pretty much the only one that watches them. Nobody cares. So that's sort of a solo activity, whereas picking out your Christmas tree is a family activity that you can do before the holiday, and it kicks off the whole season too. I just love it so much. Next, we have, what is your best holiday memory? And this is from Crafts by Towie, in case you're wondering. I'm not sure if I should put this in the open space or if I should get a label in on this. I feel like I don't remember a lot of Christmas, like I do and then I don't. I would say that one year my dad got me a Christmas tree just to put in my bedroom. It was a smaller one. I think it was maybe like 3 or 4 feet. So it's still quite, you know, quite big, but it wasn't as big as the one we got in our living room. And that year was awesome. Like having a Christmas tree in your room is amazing. If I'm able to do that like later on in life, if I have the space, my bedroom right now is not big enough to have a Christmas tree in it, but that was awesome. So awesome. Yeah. All right, I need to do Christmas shopping for my Secret Santa at work. I have all of my holiday shopping done, and they did a Secret Santa at work, and I almost said no, but I felt so bad. I felt like I didn't want to be a Grinch and say no to the Secret Santa when everybody else was doing it. Even though we all had the option to opt out, I just felt that I didn't want to be that person. So I went ahead and said yes, even though I honestly have all of my holiday shopping done. I just have to wrap it all up. So maybe I'll use the Santa hat, because Secret Santa, that could be cute. Do I want to use that one? I think I'm going to use this floral one. Sometimes the simplest things take me forever. I also was debating if I should use a label, but I felt like I'd used a label in a couple of other ones already, so I'm gonna go for this. Right, so I need to do some shopping for that before I forget, but it'll probably be some online shopping. Amazon will be my friend. I'm gonna put this right in the middle of the holly and just stick that there so I know that it's for Secret Santa shopping. So Wednesday I do have 2 meetings, so I'm just gonna pull in these from Sessa Vee. The next, it's not necessarily a question, but it's insert a Christmas photo from your childhood. And I'm gonna put one up here on the screen. It is a photo of me in my little, like, I don't even know, ballet tap sort of scenario. And I don't even remember how old I was, but I took I think it was ballet, jazz, and tap class when I was a kid, and I asked the girls for their opinion, and they said that I looked like a little rockette, and I was sold. I was like, this is the picture I'm gonna be using, because I just went to see the Rockettes this year. I don't think I've talked about that on my channel, but my boyfriend took me to see the Rockettes for the first time this year, and I loved it. I've been wanting to go for the longest time, and I finally went, and I was just, at the end of the show, I was wishing that it was not like halftime, intermission is what I'm saying. I was hoping that it was an intermission because I did not want it to be over. I had such a great time, and it was amazing. So that's my little childhood nod to that, I guess you could say. Moving on to Thursday, I do have another 2 meetings, so I'm gonna do the same little setup here. And do you have a favorite Christmas ornament? If so, what is your favorite? And I do have a lot of favorite Christmas ornaments, but my favorite one is the pickle. So we have a pickle ornament, and I think it was on my channel where I first figured out what the pickle ornament even was. And I still am a little bit fuzzy on it because I don't remember, but I think it's something to do with you hide the pickle ornament on your tree and then you go and like the first person to find the pickle gets to open the first gift on Christmas. I could be completely wrong in that regard, but I think that's what people told me it was. But for the longest time, we'd had a pickle ornament on my Christmas tree, and I had no idea what it was for. On it, none of us did. We all just had a pickle ornament, and so I think there was one year where I lost, or the pickle ornament broke, or we lost. I can't remember what happened, and I found another pickle ornament in the store, and I thought, oh, how weird, why are there pickle ornaments? And I started to notice that they were a thing in stores, and I thought it was so strange that there were pickle ornaments in the stores, and I was able to find another one that looked almost exactly like the one we had. And so for the longest time it was just like this weird, quirky, mysterious thing that we had a pickle on our tree, and then finally in recent years we figured out that it's actually a holiday tradition for some people to do that. So that's probably one of my favorite ornaments. Very random. All right, so Thursday is also payday. I'm gonna use one of these stickers from Paper Blush Bar, and I'm gonna layer it over either a label or some washi from the kit. Maybe I'll do some washi. This is quite pretty. I haven't incorporated that much green. So let's see, when do you put up and take down your Christmas tree? I put my Christmas tree up on or before December 6th, and it stays up until January 6th, and I think that has to do with the Three Kings. My mom has been doing that, I believe, since she was a kid, and so she's always very adamant about continuing that tradition and having the tree up before December 6th, or on or before, like I said, and keeping it up until January 6th. I cannot find, oh, there it is. I knew there was a payday sticker on here. This is again with that red foil, which I think looks nice. And I'm just gonna layer this right on top. I'm gonna pull in one of these for packing my bags on Thursday. These are from Clever Gal Crafts. And let's see, if you had to wear your best holiday outfit for the office holiday party, what would it be? I don't know if this is supposed to be, I'm definitely not gonna be funny. I feel like I always dress up nice. That's all I ever do, is I just dress up like professionally for holiday parties, or not professionally, I just always wear some sort of Christmassy color and put on a dress. But I really wish that I could say that I would wear one of those like funny headbands with an ugly Christmas sweater that had like giant pom-poms on it and it lit up and had a reindeer on the front. And I don't know what else. So, very boring answer, I'm sorry. Let's see. The next one is, have you ever owned an ugly Christmas sweater? And that is a yes. I've owned a few last year. I have a time lapse of me and my boyfriend decorating our Christmas tree last year in ugly Christmas sweaters, and it's probably my favorite thing ever. And we have a picture of us at the very end of the video that like I pulled from the end of the video that we just look absolutely ridiculous. It's one of those things where we kind of look like we're like jumping together and we're smiling. We have like the worst Christmas sweaters on. It's so ridiculous, but I love an ugly Christmas sweater. I just think they're really funny. I don't wear them a ton, but I have definitely had some in past years and they're awesome. Okay, let's move on to Friday. I'm gonna pull in a few things here for the day. And our next question is, favorite holiday candle? This year I think is the first year that I've gotten this candle, and it is from Anthropologie. I think it's called Fir and Firewood. It comes in their jars, those jars with the lids on them, and oh, it smells like Christmas. And a candle, literally, it just smells like Christmas, and I love it. I bought a few of them for myself and for gifts, and I just adore that candle. It smells so good, because I don't necessarily like apple types of scents or sweet types of baking scents, so that one just smells, it smells clean, but it just smells like you have Christmas in your house, like your Christmas tree, and I don't know, all things good. So I am obsessed with that candle. It's like my new obsession that I love. I'm gonna pull in this little flight sticker from Clever Gal Crafts to mark that I have a flight on Friday. So I'll just write that into the white space. And then I also have I wanna plan on the plane, but I might end up putting that down here so that I don't take up space, because I do want to be able to put something down here if we go out anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna shimmy some things around because I generally like to have my icons go here, 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 like alternate sort of the sides if they're gonna be stacked and close to each other. So I'm gonna toss these around a little bit. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna pull in one of these from White Deer Stationery, and I'm gonna toss the bow in here. That way if we do anything, I'll just put it there, and a bow feels kind of miscellaneous, so I can put whatever I want there. And on Saturday, let's see, I'll probably put in a few half boxes for the weekend, just because I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing, but I know we're gonna have things going on. So let's pull in a half box here. Maybe I'll put it at the top because I haven't really put many half boxes at the top. And then I do want to write date night at the bottom because I think Saturday is the day that we're going to do that. I pulled in this sheet here from Paper Blush Bar because I want to use the sticker here that says date night. I just think it's really pretty, and I'm wondering if I should layer it on something here or if I should just leave it on its own. I might just leave it on its own. Maybe I'll just put it on this box because it's kind of something and kind of not, since it's so pale. Then it'll give me a spot to sort of write in where we end up going. So that's cute. That was from her little fall sticker sheet, which I didn't, I mean, I feel like I hoarded a lot of these. I didn't want to use them because they're so pretty, but now I just have extra stickers, so that's good. So I'm going to put a label at the top if there's anything that we end up doing. Should I put a label? Let's see. I think so. I think I'm just gonna put a label. I don't know why I'm so hesitant. I feel like there's something else that I can do that I might like better. Let's use another bow. That's what I want to use. Okay. I always lean towards the pattern ones. They're so pretty. Especially if you plan with white space, having things with little patterns on them is so cute. So I'll put that there, and then let's do another flayed sticker. I do have one more question left, and that was, how will you celebrate New Year's Eve? And honestly, New Year's Eve is the most mellow day of the whole year. I don't really do a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna pull in this little plain sticker here from another sheet and put that on this side for my plate, and then I'm gonna put a label or something at the bottom. Or maybe I should have tried to fit in another half box there. Now let's just do a label. Let's not squish it all in there. Right, so I don't really celebrate New Year's Eve too big. I don't like the crowds and the big parties. I just feel very overwhelmed often, and I just don't enjoy that whole scene. So, and I also just get scared of anyone being on the roads. I just feel like it's dangerous out. So I'm very mellow when it comes to New Year's Eve. I'm gonna pull in a bow sticker from Clever Doll Crafts. Just stick it right up there. For me, I generally will just stay home, and a lot of years I've honestly fallen asleep before the new year. That's terrible, but that's how little I care about New Year's Eve. So there's that very non-festive sort of answer to that question. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my sidebar here, and there are these fun headers here, so I don't even think I'm gonna put washi behind them like I usually do, just because they are so festive and I really like them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them down. I was looking for my check boxes. So I definitely need a this week, and then maybe I'll just do extra things and important. I think that will cover all my bases for this. And I'm gonna do this, I feel like I might have done this last week too. And I'm gonna pull in these as well. These are from Paper Blush Bar. That's all the questions that I had. I feel like I went through those a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Although watch, I'm gonna edit this video and it's gonna be a million hours long. but hopefully you guys like it. I'm excited. Today is the day that I'm going to get my Christmas tree, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna do some holiday shopping and go get my Christmas tree, and I hope that it's all things festive and happy today. I've been watching holiday movies every day pretty much. When I get home, I just keep falling asleep to them. I was watching The Holiday Switched yesterday, which is another movie that I just enjoy watching. Look at me secretly adding in movies at the end of this video. But I do like doing that. So this is just from the kit. I feel like I'm gonna have extra space in here, and I'm not sure what to do with this. I wonder if I should have pushed this up a little bit. I guess I don't. I usually have more space because I do add in the washi behind each of the headers. So let me kind of rejigger a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try something new here, and I might end up just lifting this right back up if it's too much, but I figured I'd just give it a go and try it out. I get to wrap all of my Christmas gifts today too, which I'm so excited about because they've been sitting in a basket. Like I said, I finished my holiday shopping so early this year because I knew I was traveling so much that I went ahead and did all of my shopping really early. I mean, it's nice to do that any year, but it was definitely out of necessity this year that I knew I was not going to be able to do that much in December because I'm so busy. So I don't know how I like that. So we're just like experimenting at this point. Don't know what I'm doing. Watch, I'm not going to have enough room for my full box now. These are the things that I experiment with and do. Okay, I don't mind that actually. All right, let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I can chop one off. Let me see what I did with my scissors. I've been setting up planners, so I have crafty things everywhere. Okay, I have located the scissors. And we're just gonna snip this off and get down at the full box because I really just need the weekdays. And I'm not gonna put the flag on this box. Okay, that's different. I'm into it though. I think it turned out really cute, and I got to use those flags, which I really wanted to use, and incorporate just a pinch more green in the spread. Okay, so a couple of things I'm just gonna go ahead and toss in before I fill this out is one of these Press bath stickers. I'm gonna pop this into my to-do section since I've run out of space in my today section, but who doesn't want a bath as a to-do? Best thing ever. And then I am going to be trying to ship out my Christmas gifts this day, so I'm going to wrap them all today and then hopefully ship them out on Monday. So I have this sticker from Fox and Pip. That was a holiday sampler sheet that I saved from last year. I feel like she came out with some of the same girls this year. I don't even remember, but it's so cute. And I had each of them on their own individual sheet, but I've been just using the sampler first and all the other sheets kind of intact. So that is everything as far as the week goes. And I think I do want to use the washi at the bottom. It was so pretty in this kit that I didn't want to not use it. I oftentimes will just use this as extra space, which I really enjoy using it that way, but this washi was really pretty, and I thought it would kind of tie the whole thing together with having the headers, like the pattern here, and then pattern at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort of trim it down a little bit and use it at the bottom. Okay, so all the washi is down at the bottom. I think that added a lot to the spread and it looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some little numbers for the dates. So let's see, we have the 3rd, so this Monday is the 4th. And these are from Rose Colored Daze, and I'm using these just because they're on clear sticker paper and I don't want anything to interfere with these day covers. They're really pretty. I actually quite love how this turned out. I'm not a classic Christmas person when it comes to my planner. I love classic Christmas in my house and things like that, but I generally love like pink Christmas or just different sort of Christmas colors, and this year I've just been loving classic Christmas. I don't know, but if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I generally stray away from classic Christmas. I've done a couple of spreads in the past, but not as many. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we're gonna fill out the whole spread in a second. I'm gonna be using my new pen gem, which I love, and it does have a refill in it, a gel refill. It's the 0.4 Pilot something, Hi Tec Pilot something. I'll write it down below because I don't remember. But let's go ahead and fill this out. Okay, so that's everything put into the planner. I adore how this spread turned out. I love how festive and colorful it feels, yet still very white space and open and airy it feels. I just think it turned out so, so pretty. I will put all the shops that I mentioned in the description, especially since I think I mentioned everything as I was going, but in case I missed something, I'll just put it in the description so you guys can see there where everything is from. Definitely be sure to click on the videos for the other girls and watch theirs. I'm so excited to watch and see what they said and answered all of the questions, and also just to see what all their spreads turned out looking like, because we did all use different sticker kits, so it'll be fun to go through and watch them all and see what everyone says. Anyways, thank you all so, so much for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye!